We're back and we're here with our guest, and it's the man of the hour, y'all. He goes by the name of Mr. G
Reality.
Reality. What's up, brother?
What's going on, T-Shot? How you doing?
Hey,
How are
man,
you? How are you? Good Sunday afternoon or good evening, actually. Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Sunday
Good
evening.
evening. How you
Sunday.
doing? How y'all doing? It's a
So you're a
beautiful day.
spiritual man. Did you go to church today? It's Sunday.
Oh man, I'm not one of the type. Like I feel like the church. I am the church, but yeah, I did go to church. I'm gonna put it like
Okay.
that. I
Well,
am
hey,
the church, but I
Bible,
did go to church.
Bible
Yep,
say we are the church. So,
for sure, for sure, for sure, for sure.
that's just a building. That's just brick and mortar. We are the
Right.
church.
You
Well,
already
listen,
know, man.
thanks for coming on the show, man. I've been talking to you. We've been, kind of hitting and missing, but I really been looking forward to this interview. Your number one fan is right here, Nana, and then, and then and now you just got me somewhere else because you already know why. You know what I'm gonna say. But I already told the people that, between you and Tupac, I don't know, like I gotta put y'all here together. Uh, and,
Yeah.
and and the thing, my thing is this: like, if Tupac was here today, right?
Hmm.
You and him could be neck and neck, right? Because that
I,
era was.
I,
Wait a minute. That era was a different style. You see what I'm saying? Like Tupac
yeah.
rap the same in 2022, bro.
I don't know. I don't know if I can ever fill those shoes. To be honest with you, man.
Well, I ain't
I gotta keep it a but I know what you mean, but I'm
saying
saying
for you
like
to have a conscious rapper like, entertainer like yourself that has the characteristics of the greatness of Tupac. I put it like that.
that's
That
like a comparison to a Kobe Bryant to Michael Jordan. So yeah, I received that. That's what's up. That's
right.
what's up.
You know what I mean? But I
Okay.
was just impressed, man. Like, you and I talked, man, and you definitely like, took me somewhere and I took you somewhere on the first time we
Mhm.
talked. And then Nana was like, hey, you know what? I've been meaning to let you hear Mr. G. And she put you on, bro. And I'm like, Nana, when you gonna play Mr. G? She said, that is Mr. G. I thought
Nana's
you
a real one. Like I appreciate she has a good ear and a beautiful heart for real authentic talent. You know what I mean? I'm saying
right.
like so I appreciate you, Nana, for real. Represent.
Thank you, Mr. G. Thanks for coming to our show. First of all, it's really a great pleasure to have you here.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you
Hmm.
for the time. I was really excited to be able to speak to you on our show because I know you have a new, is it album that's coming out? A new
Yeah, it's
album
a
that's,
new. Yeah,
yeah.
I've been working on a new album. It's they say don't speak on yourself, let your fans and let other people speak on you, but it's definitely something to I say shake the industry for real, for real. I got some heavy hitters that's gonna be on the album. I'm gonna leave that a secret, but yeah, it's an album's gonna be coming out March. It's supposed to be the due date, the due month that it's supposed to be coming out. But
Mm-hmm.
because of some of the caliber type artists that I grew up listening to, that's actually on the album, I want to make sure like all the stuff is right with the BMI publishing and all that. So if we have to, we might push it back to April, but I don't think it'll be no longer than April. If we have to push it back, it'll probably be to April. But everybody hold on to your horses for real. I know people gonna be sitting at the edge of their seats like, yo, he dropping a new album, but I'm gonna tell you, it's definitely worth the listen. It's definitely worth the wait. So, yeah, new album and it's entitled
Sure.
"The Blood on Your Hands." The blood on your
Mm.
hands. Yep.
For sure. Is that song that with the Japanese girl that you sent to me that that we were listening to the other night?
Oh my
Is
God.
that going
Mhm.
to be part of it?
Yeah,
Part
for
of the new
sure.
album?
Yeah, for sure. Most definitely. That's definitely gonna be yeah, that's just like so soulful. It's like so heartful, that record, was saying. So that's definitely gonna be part of it. One of the songs is definitely gonna be on the album. Think about I'm gonna have like 13 or 14 joints on there. But yeah.
Right.
Wow,
So
wow,
that's
wow.
so that's a sample of her, right? That's on that
Yeah,
record.
yeah. Yeah, that's a sample. We working to get the red tape, get through the red tape with that. And once we get through the red tape with that, everybody should be able to eat at the end of the day. So yeah, most definitely.
Well, we
Definitely.
want the album for sure, right? It's something I was telling Tisha, I can't handle rap too much, I usually listen to, the obvious like R&B, hip hop, that sort of thing, and jazz I could even do. But, rap is very, I could only handle so much. But
Right.
your rap, your music, I could listen through it all day long. And I did.
Well, I appreciate that.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, for sure. Most definitely. I mean, the time and day that we live in, um, I feel like I've been quiet too long. I'm like a watcher. I like watch a lot of things. So I feel like I've been quiet too long.
Mhm.
Um, and I'm like seriously noticing, I wasn't looking to put another album out, to be honest with you, but like I watch and I meditate in my mind, like pray, like God's word say. And I've been noticing this kind of like an all out assault on black men,
Mm.
saying like, um, okay, stereotypes, we have stereotypes. We have failed as black men throughout the past in different areas of our lives, but I feel like it's a new day and it's time for us to be able to change the narrative, um, and not allow those titles and those stereotypes to be placed upon us. You know what I mean? So I didn't have no other choice but to start writing again. I'm not really one that like just write songs or do music just to do music. When it comes upon me, it's almost like I'm up under unction and I have to like write it, put it out, speak it, and the whole nine. So I would say it's kind of like more prophetic, um, than me just doing another song or anything. They just awaken a sleeping giant, basically, And me as a young black man, just like you, T-Shot, as a young black man, um, we face too many stereotypes um, in the society. And so it's time for somebody to speak up and change the narrative. And it's not just about the music. I mean, it's deeper than the fame or anything like that. Because
Mhm.
I feel like they honestly are trying to emasculate the black man, um, and strip us from our dignity and our pride.
Right.
So someone has to really speak up on that. And I'm so sold out to it, to my death, like to the grave. This is not for entertainment or
Right.
anything like that. They say if you live in life, okay, live your life, but find something to die for. And I feel like my pops was him, even though um, I feel like my pops, even though he ruled with an iron fist, was saying like him and my mom, they instilled work ethics and all types of different things up in us. And I've always been that type of individual to speak up for people, man, and have a voice for people. So I already know my call. I already know I found something to die for. So that's what it
Right.
is with me. I'm a black man and I don't want to be stereotyped or with the negative narratives of us, you know. Um, and that's what it is, bro. I'm just trying to change the narratives through my music.
Right. Well, let me say this, man, because you got to take my hat off. You got kind of deep there. Listen. So let me just get, because I got a few things I want to that I had in my mind that I want to ask you. Uh,
Hmm.
uh and one is that uh, how long have you been in the business, actually?
I started out in 1999. This would be my seventh studio album. I
Okay.
started with the message with my homeboy Judah, man. And then that led into One Day, kind of the message revised with new songs. So it's like two albums basically. And then from the message, reflection of image,
Mm-hmm.
stronger than ever, King Solomon, conflicted, and then now the blood on your hands. It's what I'm working with. And so yeah, I don't want to expose too much what I want to talk about, but it's like a burning passion, bro. I got a lot to say on this new album.
All right, I believe, but I know how the business is. But
For sure, for sure.
the
You are
other thing,
OG, bro. You are OG. I love that talk. I love that talk that we
right?
had the
You
other
already
day,
know.
bro. Real talk, man, for real.
Look, bro, you already know. So
Yeah.
so you're from Chicago, right?
I was born in Phoenix, Arizona. I don't know anything about it. My dad was originally born and raised on the west side of Chicago, 19 and Holman. So I believe it was like 1988 or 1989 when he brought all his kids and his wife from Arizona to Chicago. So I was raised in Chicago. I claim Chicago, Illinois, because that's really all I know for the most
Right.
part. Even though I've been in Wisconsin, you know what I mean? Shout out to Wisconsin and the
You
whole
already
nine. But you know how it is. You know how it is. You know how it is. Wherever
right.
you at, you always gonna claim your hometown. I'm from
You
Chicago,
already know.
Illinois.
You
Yeah,
already
my area code still 773.
right.
And if
Well,
I and if
I guess my question, G, was okay. I mean that you were raised in Chicago. Um,
yeah.
did you really get like into the Chicago music scene? You know, because like it's a lot of legends. Like even myself, you know, they just put me in the Chicago Historical Hip Hop Museum, right?
hmm
So I'm just saying, like, you know, how involved was you in that era of your life with the business, like in 89, 99, 89? Like, were you doing music then? Was you, creating a platform for yourself in Chicago? You know, with some of the legends that's out here, because I want to. When I haven't, they invited Nana and I to the museum. I haven't been over
hmm
there. They say they got me on the wall in there, but I
Right.
would love to go in there and see you on the wall. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just saying you from
I feel
Chicago
like
too.
I feel like
But
I'm I feel
if
like
not, I want to tell them about you when I get over there. Like y'all missed out on the brother. You
oh
feel me?
yeah. Yeah, I feel like I'm a staple, bro, for the city. Even though a lot of the work that I put in um throughout the years, a lot of the work that I put in, it wasn't really on a and I don't like this word because it's like I'm not trying to judge the secular or what have you, because I don't look at secular or Christian. I look at music as music. But
Right.
I feel like um I'm a staple in Chicago. I feel like a gatekeeper. I used to speak in Cook County Correctional Facility, Division 9 and Division 11. We been to O Block years ago, way before it was turned O Block or what have you. We used to give out thousands of CDs. You know, we're saying the kids in the hood and the people in the hood. Some of them ain't got that much money, so we used to give thousands of CDs away. I done been was saying like I done shot videos in G Town, was saying Our Girl Gardens, was saying like I live in Phoenix by Harvey. Shout out to Phoenix. Um, West side of Chicago, 19 and Trumbull, Lundale, was saying like I went to Crown School Elementary, 14 and Warren off of Madison was in Maywood, you know, was saying like used to stay over there. Was saying Gary, Indiana, 2035, East Pennsylvania, you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to represent the streets because, and there's nothing wrong with representing the streets. I'm not a what you call a wannabe or anything. I didn't gang bang out there. I wasn't out there shooting at cats or anything like that. Was saying, but we grew up in the heart of the hoods, and we were sheltered. And my dad was very strict, um, and how I even kind of got acclimated to the streets. I used to run away a lot, um, and I didn't have no food or anything. The dope dealers actually gave me money, was saying they gave me food. Um, and I remember running away in Inglewood at one point in time. This is a story. I don't even remember the gentleman's name, man, but me and my pops was kind of at odds at that time. And I remember he was an old head and he was leading uh what do they call that? Not the first aid, but the Red Cross. He was leading the Red Cross men's meeting for men who were hooked on substances like alcohol and drugs and things of that nature. And this dude, man, he was like an angel that God led me to, because in my mind was I was frustrated. I ran away. I had my bike on the side of the crib in Phoenix at one point in time. I'm like, okay, cool. Wait till you go to work in the morning. Was then as soon as you go to work, I'm gonna hop on that bike and I'm gone. Was then my mentality. I was even thinking about joining the gang, but that would have been something stupid. You know what I mean? It wasn't that I needed to see on TV. It was right. It was right in the vicinity where we live, or what have you. But this in particular old school cat, he told me, he was like, man, because I told him I ran away, and he told me, he broke down in tears, and he told me, he said, man, you get that right, man, with your father, man. I'm gonna tell you why. He didn't say it cool like that. He said it with passion, with a few choice words. He was like, man, you get that right with your father, because what happened to me and my pops was I never had a chance to tell him before he went, was how much I love him and everything. So when I was out there running away and different things, and then throughout my life, when I was away from the house a lot, God would always, just me doing the music, like people say I sound like Tupac. A lot of people with a lot of the street dudes on the streets just still had love for Tupac, which then they gravitate to my music because everybody say I sound like him. So different cats, like different ex-gang leaders, was I'm talking about Michael Corleone Blanco's, Griselda Blanco's son, Michael Corleone Blanco's one of my biggest fans. I'm talking about ex-gang leaders in Miami, was into ex-coordinators of the GDs, the Gangster Disciples, was in like being around a lot of different older men as influences when me and my pops was going through the stuff that we was going through. A lot of people just hearing this for the first time, you know what I mean, with them, and they became like my bigger brothers, and it's like it was almost like my gift was like a gift to them to let them see a reflection of their own lifestyle.
Right.
You know, with them for the most part. So it's like, as far as I'm from Chicago, we put in a lot of work over the years. I started at 1999. I recorded my first demo at ARS Studios, and it's located in Alsip, Illinois. That's the south suburbs. And yeah, my very first song was My Own Kinds, dropping everyday life flies. I wonder why so many of my peers gotta die. My own kinds, dropping everyday life flies. I wonder why so many of my peers gotta die. And man, I remember I had that on the cassette tape, bro. The cassette tape demos. It's 2022 now. We talking about cassette tape demos. Right. You know what I mean?
Hey, listen, I don't want to run out of time, so I got a few more things to say to you, man. You're very. Sure. We're gonna have to definitely have you come back.
On studio actually. Like, yeah. You know, you should come by.
Whenever you come to Chicago, yeah.
Exactly. Come by and visit us in Chicago. It's about time.
Right. Oh yeah, I'm always back there visiting my family. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Like I know you have family out here. I know you come by here all the time, but you know, you have to come by and actually visit us here and have you in the studio so we could chill, so we could talk some more. And that dinner that you promised us, you know.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, but you know, we haven't seen you. I haven't seen you in a long time, so it's about time. So this time around, come by and have a visit here in the studio, and let's talk some more. I mean, you have so many good stories, Mr. J, and we'd love to hear all of them. And we're looking forward to your album. You know, very soon. I'm really looking forward to that. And Tishai, we should have you back, right? Sometime soon. We will talk. We will talk on a date for sure. For sure, you have to come to the studio.
Yeah, but before y'all go, I want to say, I don't know if this is appropriate, but y'all look good together. Y'all look good together. For real. Yeah. That's a W. That's a W for a win.
Anymore.
Right. Thanks. Hey, G, listen, let me ask you a question. I got to know this question. So how do you feel about today's rap music? You know what I mean? Like, especially like, because everybody got their own styles. Atlanta got their styles. Chicago got their trap drill, whatever the case may be. How do you feel about that music? And do you feel like that wave is going to fade, or you feel like that wave is going to be around, you know, and because, you know, the music keeps changing. It has to change.
It does.
So
does.
we like, so my thing is like, and you know, me being in the industry, I'm hearing that it's not going to go forward further. It's going to go backwards. You know, so you got like people like Houdini, LL Cool J, you know,
Shout
Public
out to the
Enemy,
OGs.
KRS-One,
Shout out,
KRS-One.
shout out to the OGs, the legends.
Yeah, they in the studio, bro. And they're
Hey,
gonna see, and my
this
thing
is a
is that
very good question. This is a
the
very
thing is,
good question.
the thing is this, bro. Check it out though. All us that are in our, you know, numbers in life now, right? That was our era. That was our music, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
when I was speaking with different ones, when I run into them, Curtis Blow and different people, you know, Kurt, I said to him, I said, you know, why didn't you guys stay relevant for us? You see what I'm saying? Y'all could have grown with us. Y'all was our music. You know what I'm saying? It's just like saying Luther Vandross, Usher should be at this point in his life, he should be the new Luther Vandross to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because we come up in an era with them, with they love music and they, you know, R&B. But now that you're maturing, let the music mature with you, right? But stay for us. So when we come to your concert, we still come to get a little old school, but then we still, you know, it's still mature enough to where it still got that same flavor to you being 30, 40, 45, 50 years old, right? So that's my point about hip hop too, right? Those guys should have stayed relevant for us. You know, we don't care if you know what I'm saying? What we care is that, right, that you're still creating music for us because our kids did not come up on you. We did, right? So I think they all should have stayed. And who cares if the kids buy their records? It's enough adults. Kids don't even go to the old school concerts, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
But I you know, I'll be kind of surprised though with saying some of the younger generation, they actually do know some of the Motown stuff and some of the 1990s like era
They
type of
heard
music.
their mamas and daddies playing it. You know, they grew
Right.
up on it. And
Exactly.
then, you know, in some places like Chicago, they just want to get out anyway, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like I want to throw a fit on. I'm going to the Shy Lights concert. You don't know one Shy Lights song. You don't know one Shy Lights song, but you're going to the Shy Light concert, you know. But listen, man, I'm gonna let you answer that, and then we got to go.
Okay.
And we're gonna get you back on the show, man. You know.
For sure. That's a good.
Send some shouts out. Get that out. Get your links out. Let's tell the people where they can reach you, where they can come download you, and we're gonna move forward.
For sure. We're saying, well, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna answer your question first. I feel like the OGs need to come back because their voice is very needed. Because music is heart and soul. Music takes you to a place where words can never take you. Music is therapeutic. Music is beautiful. Music is life. And at the end of the day, music has been tarnished. Music has been pimped. Our own culture has been pimped against us. And our own culture has been pimped against us to where the OGs from the 1990s era, who I call the father figures, it's a beautiful thing that they are coming back to say different things. And to speak to the younger generation, because I'm gonna tell you this, I'm gonna put it like this: clear as a vase with water, waiting for roses to be placed in it. I'm gonna put it so eloquently. God has removed his hand of mercy off of the music industry, and the death angel has been
released,
allowed to be released. Because for the simple fact that life and death is in the power of the tongue, and you got the powers that be. It's not just the black and white thing, but the powers that be in high places. They purposely go out and they seek for the niggas and the steppers. They got the murder rates. They got the the murders up under their belt, and they got the long, extensive criminal records, and they purposely seek for those people, the ones especially who got a great deal of influence. And what they do is they bargain with them, with trying to just exchange for their soul for millions of dollars, to basically tear down their own culture, and it's a win-win situation for them because their pockets is getting fat, and then we're deteriorating, especially as Black men.
Right.
So that's to answer your question. So the OGs is coming back, like from the 1990s
coming
era.
back. Hey, the
Yes,
OG's
sir.
coming back, and you're gonna be coming back, but we gotta go.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes, sir. Check me out. Hey, check out my Instagram,
Yeah, put it out there.
Mr. G Reality. Check out my Instagram, Mr. G Reality, and y'all do not forget we're saying to always tune in to the Nana and the T-Shot show. We're saying, like, for real. We're saying they're doing it big.
Right.
Love y'all.
The fans show. Salute.
The fans show. Love y'all.